Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest. We're once again in a battle with Gotrek here, and, well, we're attacking some mad boys. This is actually a bit of a weird party here. It's basically just a bunch of, well, seemingly rather naked orcs. I'm a bit... I mean, they're not naked completely, but they do seem quite funnily designed here. But anyway, the point is, we're going to be attempting to take them down. Obviously, this is actually not my intention. I was actually not wanting to fight these guys. However, they wanted to get involved in a bit of a battle with us because I was pursuing an orcish vassal. And I was thinking to myself at the time, oh yeah, I'm going to fight the orcish vassal. We're going to see if we can maybe take him prisoner. I believe that one of our dwarven friends has just gotten taken prisoner, so I was actually hoping that maybe we could free him. I'm not entirely sure if this particular vassal is the one that actually captured the guy that we needed to free, but I was basically just looking and seeing whether that was indeed the case. Anyway, there you go. We did actually end up losing a couple of troops, actually, quite a few. But yeah, unfortunate. Oh well, never mind, not much to be done about that, unfortunately, but there you go. Alright, so let's actually just increase our people here. Yeah, we're going to obviously have to maybe recruit a couple more, but yeah, as you can see, that fellow actually managed to escape. We're just not fast enough, and apparently, yeah, every single person in the history of the world wants to fight us at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why this is, by the way. I really have no idea why these guys all want to attack us. I can only assume it is because we don't have any pathfinding skill, which I gotta say, I'm actually really surprised about. I never would have expected that pathfinding skill would have such a dramatic impact, but apparently it does. I'm very surprised. I actually initially thought to myself, no, there's no way that pathfinding skill is really going to make that much of a difference in regards to enemies being aggressive. I thought, oh yeah, they're more than likely going to be, you know, capable of catching us and so on. However, it really makes a huge difference to the overall behavior, actual behavior of the enemy. And as I say, I feel like I'm very surprised by that. I never would have expected it to have such a big impact, but it does. Clearly it does. In other words, in future, if I create a character, I really do need to spec at least 6 points into intelligence. If I can, try to get 9. And then in the first initial, you know, character creation, we actually took 0 casualties right there. Very surprising. I don't know. You know, I really want to take these, but they're going to be extremely expensive. As you can see, look at that, 142 dinars. I don't really want to, you know, suffer massive amounts of weekly wages every single time. So I'm basically just going to leave it, even though it does kind of make sense from a sort of perspective. Like, for example, if the orcs want to fight on our side because they think that we're a tough guy or whatever, then, you know, that's maybe making a bit of sense there, because someone actually did comment something along those lines. But from, you know, just a pure gameplay standpoint, I feel like, it's just too expensive. I'm sorry, it's just too expensive for me right now. I just want to try to maximize the amount of cash that we're making every single day. Anyway, I'm actually going to make my way down here. Yeah, this guy is who I actually wanted to fight, as you could see, and look at what's happening. Look at this. We're getting into every single battle here at this time, and I gotta say, I'm not best pleased. Let's just say that I am not best pleased at all. I was actually kind of hoping that we'd be able to you know, move on, try to get back to my main area that I like to be in, and you know, have a good time there. But unfortunately, no, these guys are actually proving themselves to be very annoying. Thankfully, they're attacking me right now, which is absolutely fantastic. That is exactly what I want, because if they attack me, they're not going to be attacking my friends, and it makes it so much easier for us to win this battle. It's actually hilariously easy to win this battle when the enemy doesn't have any cavalry. The goblins are significantly more powerful on their mounts than they are off their mounts. And if they're off their mounts, they basically just get absolutely slaughtered. There really is very little to, you know, think about there. With the exception of the fanatics, of course. The fanatics are going to deal some pretty significant damage, basically no matter what. However, they are very weak most of the time, kind of. I guess it depends. I actually don't know what they have, whether they have ignore pain or anything like that, but most of the time they're going to be pretty easy to eliminate in 1 or 2 hits, especially with a relatively large weapon. You know, if you have a, you know, relatively high damage weapon, it's going to be pretty easy for you. Anyway, there's another 13 renown for us. We actually do get one of these if we want to, a Knight of the Blazing Sun, and so on and so forth. I guess these guys could join us. I don't actually know. What's the relationship like between the dwarves and the Empire? Is it good? I don't know. I'm going to assume maybe, to a certain extent, maybe, but yeah, anyway, we'll just swap out some of these, going to get the Spider Rider War Chiefs, get them some more Scalp Takers, and there we go. Alright, so we got a couple of pieces of loot here. Bear in mind, I actually don't have a huge amount in inventory management, so it is a little bit annoying. And yeah, these guys are actually running away from me now, which I find quite weird, because I was actually quite strong the entire time, but they apparently now think that I am impossible to fight for some reason. I have no idea why that is, but yes. Maybe it's because I have more of those, some of the Empire cavalry or something like that. I have no idea, but anyway, we're just going to make our way over to the Mighty Fist. And I'm actually going to speak to the Guildmaster here real fast. Really, this is actually hilarious. This is the second time I have come into a bandit a bandit ambush in this exact town, and I'm actually really surprised by this because it's daytime, or at least it looks like it's daytime. I don't know, seems a bit weird to me, but yeah, there's one thing that I very specifically want to do. Obviously, I can't do that right now because I'm not actually in possession of the funds to actually allow me to be able to do that. However, what I would like to do is get a dwarven shotgun, I believe it is, right? Yeah, dwarven shotgun. Now, I believe there it is. Yeah, it's actually available here as well. I was wondering whether it was going to be, and indeed, yes, it is. So this is great. So basically what I could do is, all I need to do is just earn 12,000, then I'll be able to do this. Unfortunately, I don't have a significant amount of, well, pretty much anything here. As you can see, I don't really have much to really speak of. But I'm very much hoping that we will be able to. Now, I'm going to go back up to the Blackfire dungeon. I actually did level up as well, as you can see right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spec into agility. We're going to leave Weapon Master where it is right now. Are we going to leave Weapon Master where it is right now? I actually don't know. I'm actually thinking to myself, should I do that? Do I want to go for leadership? No. I'll go for another point in Weapon Master, even though I'm not sure whether that's going to be a particularly good idea, but yeah, I just really need Scory to level up, please. I should have actually spec'd him into pathfinding instead of in wound treatment. That would have been a much better idea. However, obviously, as I said to you before, we do have some mounts in our inventory that could potentially use the, you know, repairing, you know, sort of thing. It would really help us out a pretty big deal. Anyway, let's go in here. Oh wow, it's actually really nice. The dungeon is short in length. I'm thinking we're going to go into a tier 4 dungeon and we're just going to do it ourselves by myself. I think I should be able to do this with very minimal issue because we do have a wonderful shield now. And I'm thinking that that's probably going to provide me with all I need to be able to achieve victory. At least I hope so. Okay, come on, just kill this guy. Oh, are you serious? Oh, how is he so fast with the two-handed in comparison to me with a one-handed? I don't know. Yeah, it beats me, right? Yeah. Oh, really? Really? Is this going to be another one of those times? Is this going to be another one of those times where I'm literally doing a cursed episode or something? You know what? I might as well just die. I'm just gonna let myself die here. I could have used a healing potion, but I was actually, you know, envenomed. So, I just can't believe it, actually. Oh, hello. There's a massive party of orcs here. Okay, what are they doing? Where are they going? Oh, I guess this was actually, well, fate. To some degree, because obviously if I hadn't gone over there to the dungeon, I never would have seen this. So let's see what's actually happening. What are they going to do? Are they going to go... Ah, they're trying to reinforce Grom Peak. As you can see, they're actually attempting to take that. The dwarves are attempting to take it, that is. Alright, this should be really interesting. Maybe if we can get invested in a battle here, we might be really, really lucky. Or I might just get into a battle with a very large orcish party, and we're then going to have to do this. Well, this is not something that I anticipated, thank you very much. Oh dear. Oh my, yes, the Dwarven series has now become a rather messy thing, has it not? Yes, I am very much not best pleased about that, I gotta say, but there's only so much that I can do to avoid these things. I certainly wasn't expecting the patrol to be so incredibly aggressive. Now, thankfully, these guys are very, very slow on their mounts, so technically I should be able to tell my forces to charge in straight away and just absolutely murder these guys with very minimal effort, or at least I hope so. Get him dead. There we go. That was a big boss, actually. That was one of the big bosses. Wasn't it? Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Okay, let's just consolidate ourselves once again. I don't want to be too audacious here. Don't really want to get myself absolutely slaughtered instantly. Let's tell them to charge in once again. I'm just going to be very, very careful here. Obviously, Gotrek, he needs to go in. He needs to just absolutely murder everything, which is exactly what he's going to do, or at least I hope so. Bear in mind, the enemy has just gotten buffed by their shaman, which is not good. That is really bad in actual fact, but I can only hope that they're just going to continue coming in sort of like a single line. That's the one thing that we can really hope for here, because if they continue coming in single file, we are literally going to have an easy time. Unfortunately, these guys actually are capable of doing some pretty significant damage, even to Gotrek, which is quite funny. But yeah, unfortunate that that is indeed the case. I actually would like to retreat. I would have liked to have retreated a while ago. That's what I should have done. But I'm an imbecile, so I didn't. Can I kill this guy? Oh yeah, well, we're having issues, aren't we? Yeah, we're having issues. Okay, my forces are not doing too badly so far. Okay, can I retreat now? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, that was actually fine. Not perfect, but fine. The reason why it's fine is because we can actually leave here. There is another party behind us. That's terrible. Okay, let's... Okay, this is great. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I literally just wanted to get us far enough away so that we wouldn't bring a friend to those two vassals. That was the entire reason why I did that maneuver there. And technically, what would have been a much better idea is for me to retreat out of the fight after we'd killed about 10 to 20 of their units. That would have made every single bit of difference to how effective we were in that particular scenario. Because otherwise, apart from that, we would have lost basically 0 people, and we would have inflicted a lot of casualties to the opponent as well, which would have made every bit of difference. So that just goes to show, you know, I gotta get a little bit more proactive in regards to using these gameplay mechanics, because obviously if I don't do that, we're gonna have situations like this where we now have to kind of limp by, and it's gonna be a bit difficult. It's gonna be very difficult in actual fact. Do these dwarves actually level up? I don't think they do, actually. Let me just have a look. I seem to recall... Yeah, no, they don't level up, as you can see. No, they don't. Okay, we're just going to have to let them go. Alright, so wait a second. So here we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, thankfully, these guys don't actually want to attack me. If they did want to attack me, we would be out of luck. Well, this is quite an interesting situation. So I've basically gone into Grom Peak here. There are over 1,500 dwarves available for battle here. No idea how many orcs, but every single orcish vassal that passed by us is waiting outside, which is a bit of a weird situation. I'm not entirely sure why they decided to do that, but I guess that's just how it's going. So now... we get the opportunity to actually experience the siege firsthand. And I don't actually know how this is going to go. It seems like they do have some... Oh dear. Yes. Oh dear. They have some orc shaman lords and champions and all this crazy stuff. Yes, as you can see, look at how much damage is currently being dealt here by the Foot of Gork. I'm actually really surprised that the orcs actually have such powerful magic users, but there you go. They do. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to get Gotrek in here and do some damage. And yeah, we thankfully were able to restore ourselves relatively easily, and now we can go to town on these guys, hopefully. Now this is going to be very, very difficult in my opinion, but bear in mind that we do have over 1,500 dwarves to throw at them. So the best thing I can do now is just survive. That's it. That's all I need to do, just survive as best as I can. I have no idea whether Gotrek has significant magic resistance. I have no idea whether he does, but if he does, then that's great, because obviously we're going to be entering this area here with a bunch of magic users. If I had my own person here, he does have some magic resistance, but it is maybe not going to be enough. I don't know. As I say, I don't even know how much Gotrek has. It would probably be a good idea for me to check that, to be honest, just so that I have it in my mind, you know, just kind of like, oh yeah, he's got 6 magic resistance, yeah, that should be good enough, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it very much depends. Depends how much that actually makes a difference, but yeah, we're actually doing some pretty good damage, I gotta say. Not bad. I'd like to do more, though, if at all possible. I'm taking some pretty significant damage myself here. Alright, not too bad. Can we get them? Yes. These guys actually are really, really strong. Actually, surprisingly strong. I never would have expected that, to be honest. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. Orcs. Yeah, of course. They're going to be pretty, you know, they're going to be pretty beefy and, you know, pretty hard to kill and all that stuff. However, what, that was it? Are you serious that this was the entire siege? No way, right? Maybe that's all they had left. If that's all they had left, that's hilarious, because I came in here at the, well, basically at the very end. That's very funny. Alright, there you go. But they ended up losing huge amounts of troops, by the way. The dwarves, that is. They lost so many troops. Okay, so I'm going to go into Grom Peak once again. As you can see, we did take it. Going to go into the tavern here. I gained relation with absolutely every single dwarf here, which is also wonderful. This is an insanely large tavern. Not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the larger taverns, but it is a very cool scene, nevertheless. As you can quite clearly tell, there's massive amounts of things to see, and they've, I mean, really, as I said before, the modding team, I don't even know. They've done such a good job on this mod. It's just absolutely staggering. It really is. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find absolutely every single person that I want to speak to here. I mean, there's a load of dwarves and things like that. I have no idea whether there's a potion seller in here or not. I'm just going to leave it, to be honest. Okay, so let's just sell the spider. And there we go. I'll buy some grapes, hopefully to help us with some things. Okay, so let's actually see what happens now, because obviously they're going... Aha! Okay, so they are going into their separate little battles here. And, okay. So they are actually doing battle here. The orcs are going to lose, as you can clearly see. I'm actually surprised. I don't know. I kind of feel like the orcs would have a pretty big advantage because they seem to have... Well, actually, never mind. You know what? Scratch that. I fought the dwarves with my Skaven character. I kind of know what they're all about. They're very, very strong in regards to pretty much everything. They have a lot of reasons why they would be difficult to deal with. So, yeah. I don't think I really need to comment on that, do I? Alright, so yeah, as you can see, the orcs now basically only have this. Funnily enough, they seem to have taken some dwarven towns or castles in the previous couple of weeks / months. And that seems pretty interesting to me as well. Wait a minute, what's this? Okay, there's just a castle. Okay, I'm kind of hoping to find a potion cellar, if at all possible, and or a possible place to buy some magical gear. But no, we're not getting lucky in that regard, as you can see. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Oh well, never mind. Is there a tournament? No, there is no tournament. Okay, so that just leaves me with the ability to level myself up. So we're going to go for another little point in agility here, and we'll go for another point in leadership. I think that's probably going to be what I'll be going for. As I said to you before, this is kind of how I want to level the character. I want to go to about 18 agility, maybe 21 agility. It very much depends. And then what we'll do is we'll get our charisma up at the same time. We'll get that to 12. And we'll get our leadership to 4, willpower eventually to 4 as well, and then we'll see what we can do after that. That seems like a pretty decent way to level him up. Obviously, I haven't really, you know, determined this dramatically or anything like that. I'm going to decrease this back to 1 because apparently it seems like it's absolutely impossible for me to do this otherwise, which I gotta say I'm very disappointed by. I actually thought that I was a lot better at this. But apparently I still need to run around, you know, in level 1 dungeons for some reason. Don't know why that is, but let's see if we can actually speedrun this thing. I don't really want to fight every single enemy in here, so I'm hopeful that maybe we can go around here. I'm kind of hoping that there's a chest here as well, but it seems like we're getting super unlucky about that. Yep, no chest. Alright, well that's fine, I guess. Let's just kill this guy. Oh, no, really? Didn't one-shot him, and now we're taking damage from him, and now he's blocking me, and now I missed. Oh, and then I take more damage. You know, I'm psyching myself out about these things. That's exactly what's happening here. No wonder... You know what it is? It's literally the goblins. It's the goblins. Whenever we fight goblins, I always have a terrible time. I don't know whether you've noticed that. I always have an absolutely terrible time fighting goblins. It's actually crazy. I actually have no idea why that is. And I'm a guy with 27 strength, right? My character has 27 strength. He should theoretically be one of the hardest to kill warriors in the entire land, but he's not. He literally just gets wrecked. And I'm wondering why that is. Is it because of my armor? Is it literally because of my armor? Because if it is, then that just means that I need to get some better armor. I guess. I guess that's the way to go. You know, I think I really just need to do that, which is really sad to be honest. Because I thought, you know, we've got okay armor. Like it's not terrible. Yeah, sure, it's not the best, but it certainly isn't, you know, giving me 5 protection or anything like that. You know, it's giving me okay stats. Nothing amazing, but yeah. I guess I do need some better gear. Yeah, alright, well, maybe instead of the Dwarven Shotgun, I'm gonna have to go for that, but that's the thing. The Dwarven Shotgun would be an absolutely amazing thing to get, just purely... Wow, this is terrible. Terrible loot. Yeah, so the Dwarven Shotgun would be super, super good to get in the case of going into sieges or going into a siege defense, because if I were to go into a siege defense, I'm going to be able to utilize this thing to get so much experience that I'd be able to level up that much faster. which would be a significant boon for me specifically, because that would obviously be so fast. It would make it a lot easier for us to do that. However, as I say, is it even worth it? Because some of the time I'm not even going into sieges. It depends, you know, because that's the thing. If I go into a siege and the castle has, I don't know, theoretically, let's just say that it has 180 troops. Usually the castles in Warsword Conquest seem to have around 180 troops or so. That's what I've seen so far, at least. Maybe, you know, it's going to be variable to some degree. However, let's just say that they're 180, right? And we go in there with around 100 troops, because that's what we generally tend to have. We tend to have, you know, about an army size of around 100. And in those cases, then surely the shotgun is going to clear them out. You know, it's going to clear out enemies really easily. And obviously on top of that, I'm going to have 100 HP. Well, not 100 HP, but I'm going to have a lot of HP. I think I have about 80 HP, don't I, or something like that, which is actually pretty good. And I do have Ignore Pain as well. Where's the chest? Seems like I missed it. All right, well, there you go. Just going to have to move on then. And, this is an easy one. All right, I love these. I love this particular map. It's so simple to find where the chest is. Usually, okay. I'm gonna add a stipulation there that says usually, because as it stands right now, it may be a little bit more difficult than I anticipate. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. There we go. Kill that. But yeah, the point is, if I am able to get, I'm gonna have to take a healing potion, because I for some reason got shot so incredibly accurately that I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Oh no, I used it. Okay, you know, sometimes I have no words. Okay, I have no words. I'm gonna throw my keyboard out the window. I don't have a window. Dearie me. All right, well, it's fine. It's okay. We are okay. We are perfectly fine. I'm gonna remain calm. Let's remain calm and be as dwarfish as possible. Yes, because that's exactly what they do, right? You know, running into battle as all the slayers and everything. Oh yeah, it's great. Oh my, I literally cannot believe that I'm going through so much damage taken right here. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, really, you know, keep a level head, play as defensive as possible, and you should be absolutely fine. But I'm not taking that kind of care over my HP, which is really bad, because I'm putting everything in jeopardy right now. Not a good idea. Really not a very good idea at all. Alright, so let's actually just take a quick look here. What's going on? Nothing? No, nothing at all. There's bound to be a chest. Ah, there it is. That is the chest, if I am right. Oh, no, that is not the chest. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of fake chests around here, which is quite funny. So, I'm sure I can find the right one. It's probably on the dock down there, isn't it? Is it? Ah, look at how sneaky they were. They literally hid the chest right here underneath this bench. Oh! Very nice. Oh, hello. Okay, this is absolutely perfect. Look at this. It gave me new armor and new gloves. Can you imagine? Wow, the luck. All right, okay. If nothing else, at least this dungeon has provided us with a very significant upgrade. Okay, are we fighting against Skaven? Is this literal Skaven right here? If this is literal Skaven, I am going to write a very angry letter. I think it is Skaven. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, it is in fact Skaven. Oh no. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good. Let's just say that. This is not looking good. I am very, very likely to fail here. Mostly because they have guns, and of course guns do have the ability to penetrate shields, and that is the entire reason why I'm staying alive. So, this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Thankfully, Skaven are not that dangerous in regards to melee so much, even though they do dodge a huge amount, which is very annoying. As you can see, this guy is being extremely good at what he does, because he's basically keeping me busy, you know, that's the entire point. He's keeping me busy, making it very, very difficult for me to make any kind of progress. And I think I might literally have to use my healing potion. Why is this guy still alive? How is he dodging every single attack? Look at this. Look at this. What? What was that? What was that? I'm healing myself. I'm healing myself. I am mad. What? Did you see that? He literally dodged, I don't even know how many shots? Or how many hits? Because I was thinking about them shooting me right now, but yeah, okay, that is hilarious. That has to be one of the most egregious examples of dodge that I have ever seen. That is just insanity. I have no clue how that was even possible, but apparently, yeah, he made it work. He made it work. All right. Who am I to say? Who am I to say what he can do and what he can't do? Well, there you go. That's incredible. All right, there you go. This is the last one. We're going to have to fight Chaos. All right, this is not going to be good. I'm not a big fan of fighting Chaos. I actually don't like fighting them at all because they are way too large. As you can see. Thankfully, I seem to be doing a relatively decent job, surprisingly enough. I'm actually really weirded out by this now, because usually in these kinds of situations, usually I just get overwhelmed and just die, because I can't actually, you know, counterattack. You know, I don't have the ability to do so, because the enemy is just, you know, all around us. We can't really swing our weapon or anything like that, but apparently this time around, I was able to very easily, and this is the exit. I'm not even going to bother going to the chest because I literally just want to... I just want to get the legendary, thank you very much, if there is one available. Yeah, no, we didn't get lucky this time. Yeah, I'm very saddened by that. But it's okay, because as I said to you before, we literally gained some amazing armor that basically saved me about 10,000 gold, I'm pretty much sure of that, at least. Or at least I hope so. And that is all I can really be thankful for, really. I mean, come on. That's so, so good. So we could just sell the rest for 1,300. And I think, how much money do I have right now? I have 7,500. That's not really going to be enough for what we need it for, is it? But at least we were able to actually finish a dungeon. I mean, really? Look at that. You know, that's pretty nice, right? That's pretty nice. Anyway, I need to check. I have 300 renown. I'm gonna have to do a lot of off-screen, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to go off-screen and grind some renown to get to 500 because I really want to get that rune forge. Unfortunately, I am also gonna have to... I think I'm gonna have to go to Grom Peak and actually buy an enterprise. I feel like an enterprise would probably be quite useful because obviously, as you could see right here, we've got an ironworks, we've got a dyeworks, we've got a tannery, and we've got a wool weavery. It would probably be a good idea for me to get another enterprise up and running, because we definitely need that. We need something that is going to provide us with something good here. So let's actually have a look. Another tannery, oil, or tools. No, this is absolutely perfect. We're going to go for this. An ironworks is going to make me 1,500. That's actually incredible. I don't have enough money for that. Why not? It's 8,000. Oh, that's so sad. I have 7,500. Okay, I'm just going to sell this armor then. Why not? Just gonna sell it. And there's the ironworks. Okay, fantastic. There we go. Alright, let's go into the tavern once again. Although I Wait a minute. Who's that? Is that someone that we can recruit? That's Eleanor! No! Oh, I just spent money. I just spent money. How much are you? 5,000. That's actually not even bad. That's actually really, really cheap in comparison to what we would want. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. Snotling's Run, where is that? It's all the way down here. Oh, that is going to take me a long time to get over there. She's going to be gone by the time I get back. Oh well, never mind. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.